these things stem from quote unquote wise men, right? When you go into the different Babylonian high priests, when you go into the Greek high priests, the Roman high priests, right? And even our modern day high priests, right? Going to the Catholic Church, going into the, what do you call these people? The people that work at NASA, these different astronauts. How do you look at an astronaut, right? You look at an astronaut like he's one of the most intelligent people on the planet, right? But these people are all witches and wizards and warlocks, right? So professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Why? Because those people that work for NASA, what are they doing? All they're doing is worshiping the different celestial bodies. They're not giving the glory unto the Most High. The majority of those astronauts that ever went, I think it's all of them, they were 33-degree Masons. So they don't give the glory to the Most High. Verse 23, and change the glory of the uncorruptible power, Yahweh, into the image made like unto a corruptible man, and to birds, and to four-footed beasts, and creeping things, just like the Egyptians. When you go into the Egyptians, they have half man, half goat, half man, half bird, half man, half sphinx, right? And then saying, oh, that's a god. What are you talking about? Like, that's complete wickedness, man. Right? So it says, wherefore Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own bodies, of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. Verse 25, who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Exactly. That's all that these people are doing. These people are literally worshiping the creature above the Creator, man.
These 6 minutes will change everything for both men.
Yes, because those 6 minutes is a ritual, right? It's meant to change everything, right? Because really and truly, this was meant as a racial divide. This was meant to stir up that chaos, right? Order out of chaos, right? He was meant to bring order to that man, right? Because they said the man came on, he was acting crazy and da-da-da-da-da-da. And then this guy, Penny, who's 24 years old, he was a Marine, which that should be another red flag to let you know that he was probably under the programming. What programming? The MK Ultra programming. That's how you know that this is all a ritual, man. Right? And that the black guy came on the train at that other stop, and he's just like, yeah, I'm ready to die today. That's how you know it was a ritual. This was all a ritual. This was all a ritual. He knew that was the day he was going to die, and it was going to be by the hands of that guy Penny. Right? This is all a ritual.
Neely will be rushed to the hospital and declared dead. Penny will go to a police precinct where his statement will kick off a legal case that's ongoing right now in Manhattan. It's one that could land him in prison for 15 years.
Hey, that 15 years, that 1 + 5 is 6. And I'm not even trying to get too numerological, because at the end of the day, we can see that this is a ritual. Let me tell you something. When we were young, me and my brethren, we used to put chokeholds on each other because we wanted to see how to make a man pass out, right? Like how long it would take. None of us were ever putting each other in a chokehold for 6 minutes, because it doesn't take that long to make a man pass out. And this guy's supposed to be a Marine, and you're a Marine, and you need to put a person in a chokehold for 6 minutes? It doesn't work like that, because after being in a chokehold for a minute, 1 minute, the person has already lost so much oxygen to the brain that they won't be able to get up quickly. So you still have enough time, if they didn't faint, because already the majority of people are going to faint 30 seconds to 40 seconds, 45 seconds. People are already going to be giving up. They're already going to be tapping out because no oxygen is going to the brain, which is going to make their body weak anyway, right? Because if you're not allowing oxygen to go to the brain, what happens to the body? This reads, when oxygen does not reach the brain, the body experiences a range of symptoms, including confusion, difficulty speaking, seizures, and potential loss of consciousness. As brain cells begin to die within minutes. Brain cells begin to die within minutes due to lack of primary energy source, leading to potential severe brain damage or even death if not treated promptly, right? So you as a Marine or an ex-Marine, you don't know that? Or you as an ex-Marine, you don't know how to put a person in a proper chokehold for them to pass out in less than a minute? That doesn't make any sense, right? You have professional fighters, John Jones and all these different MMA guys. When these guys are doing chokeholds, and when executed correctly, that person is done. The only time where it takes long is if it's not executed correctly, and the person might put their hand and they're blocking it, and then they're trying to grip it. But when a professional person who knows what they're doing puts you in a chokehold, you're out of there in less than a minute. And that's all it needs, because anything more than that, you're going to start damaging that person. Like it just says, they're going to start losing as brain cells begin to die. Now, this is 2 Kings chapter 21, verse 6, and it reads, and he made his son pass through the fire and observe times and use enchantments and dealt with familiar spirits and wizard. He wrought much wickedness in the sight of the Lord to provoke him to anger. So what does that mean? To observe times. When you're observing times, that's exactly what May Day is. May Day is a time of observing times, right? Because that's a festival of a nature festival. You're observing times, right? The time, just because it's spring, doesn't mean that you need to sacrifice anything. That's wickedness, man. The Most High never said to do that. The Most High gave us high holy days, right? And the certain different high holy days that we observe are meant for us to look to Yahweh, right? When we're celebrating high holy days, we're giving praises to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. We're not giving praises to the moon, right? We're not giving praise because, right, we have a Sabbath, and our Sabbath is it culminates with the moon. It's not ordained by the moon. It's ordained by Yahweh. Right? We look to Yahweh for the answers. We're not looking to the moon and to the sun for the answers. We're not looking to hey brothers, you just seen a fallen star today? Yeah, that's a sign, man. Oh, that's a sign. Right? No, it doesn't work like that. Now, is there certain times where an eclipse or a red moon or a blue moon or something might be as a sign from the Most High? Yes, but if the sign is not prophetic, then it means nothing, because the Most High already gave us His word, right? But the difference between us and the heathens is that the heathens look to creation, right? And there's nothing wrong with creation, right? Because like I said, listen, the moon does give you certain things, but it's all from Yahweh. It's not the sun. We don't look to the moon. Now this is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus in the